So guys, before we get started, I just want to tell you about TubeBuddy. If you're a YouTuber and you're trying to grow your YouTube channel, definitely check out my link in the description below to TubeBuddy. You can get a free trial and it is an awesome SEO tool. It'll definitely help you grow your YouTube channel. It's what I've been using to grow this one. So let's get into the actual story. So as you guys know, in the United States, we went from one administration to another administration recently. And with that, there are going to be some changes to drone laws in the United States potentially. So the former Secretary of Transportation, Elaine Chao, is now gone and is being replaced by Pete Buttigege. If you don't know who Pete Buttigege is, he's a politician from South Bend, Indiana, and he is now going to be the Secretary of Transportation. So it's interesting, and we're going to see what he does as the new secretary. As you know, before Elaine Chao left, the remote ID rule was finalized and is now going into place. So now Pete Buttigieg will have to take over the reins when it comes to that. So let's dive into this article about Pete Buttigieg and him becoming the Secretary of Transportation. Of course, this article is provided by Drone XL. Awesome place to get drone news. Definitely check them out. So the article says what Pete Buttigieg as Secretary of Transportation means for the drone industry. Romeo Dersher explains what Pete Buttigieg's confirmation as Secretary of Transportation means for the drone industry in an interview with ZDNet. Many folks in the drone industry are now wondering what the 39-year-old may bring to the table in terms of new drone regulation. ZDNet interviewed Romeo Dersher, former Senior Director of Public Safety Integration at DJI, and now Vice President at Autron. I hope I'm saying that right, probably not. Here are some of Romeo's highlights and important takeaways. Pete Buttigieg has a proven track record of embracing autonomous vehicle technology and understanding the benefits that it can offer. Pete Buttigieg brings a very fresh perspective as a former intelligence officer in the Navy Reserve and former mayor. He brings a very broad understanding to the table, from understanding the needs of new technologies in both defense, but also emergency services, to the challenges of regulatory complexities. His desire to enforce safety standards will also help the entire UAV industry. The remote ID broadcasting ruling allows for future regulatory adjustments, like properly opening up the sky for not only tactical beyond visual line of sight, TBVLOS for first responders, but true beyond visual line of sight operations for the entire commercial market. The Director of Transportation needs to continue working with all various stakeholders and include them in discussions, test phases, and policy questions. Drones will continue to save lives, mitigate risks to many workers, including emergency response personnel, infrastructure inspectors, and construction workers. These aerial vehicles will help farmers with increased crop yields, smarter farm management, provide researchers and scientists with simpler methods to gather research data, and provide students and educators with tools to inspire and build the next needed generation of drone operators, drone engineers, and data analysts. You can read the entire interview with Romeo Dersher on what Pete Buttigieg's confirmation as Secretary of Transportation means for the drone industry here. So that is the end of this Drone XL article. And as you can see here, Mr. Romeo Dersher is very, very positive about a Pete Buttigieg confirmation. I'll be honest with you guys, like, this isn't a political channel, so I'm not gonna get like very political, but I wasn't the biggest fan of Pete Buttigieg just because of some things that happened during the primary and the, Democratic primary. So it kind of made me skeptical of who he is as a person, and I still am a little skeptical. So seeing him get nominated for this position, or is nominated the right word, getting confirmed as Secretary of Transportation, it did make me nervous, but I do have hope. I'm not like negative about it. I don't think that he's the worst person in the world to be in this role. I am interested to see what he does, and it will be interesting to see what modifications he makes to remote ID and what he just does as a whole moving forward. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. One thing I will say is please do not get political. I do not want disrespectful discourse in the comments. I know anytime politics is brought up, it can get a little crazy, but let's all be respectful to each other, share our opinions, and not attack each other. So I just wanted to say that. Also, if you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you're updated when I create new videos. And also make sure to give this video a thumbs up, because that will help it rank higher in the algorithm. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.